We're gonna have the top 10 running backs of the 2015 season, starting from 10 to 1, counting up, for dramatic effect.
Right.
Right. Do you want to start us up with honorable mentions?
Honorable mentions. No one cares. You make the list. I'm sorry.
I'll put a couple in there.
Okay.
Um,
Sure.
no, I'm not going to actually.
Uh,
I just realized I like it better. It's just like, yeah, you should just ran better.
I mean, there's quite a few guys, so I don't want to. I just running back is like has the most guys that are close, so I just don't even want to start naming names.
Yeah. Well, and a few of these teams, Broncos did it, uh, and like the Bengals did it, where you have like your split carry backs, and
Right.
you don't have like this every down back and everything. So it's like split half and half overall. Like the team has rushing yards, but as individual players, it doesn't show up statistically as well and everything. So,
The
I,
only thing I will say is Thomas Rawls. Wow. All right.
oh yeah, Thomas Rawls for an honorable mention.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Number
yeah.
10.
You want me to start at number 10?
Number 10.
Number 10.
Adrian Peterson.
People will be
He
pissed.
just clicked off like you guys idiots.
Yeah.
Number 10. Lamar Miller. Least amount of rushing yards on this list. The only guy that, or maybe one, not the only guy. There's only 7 guys that had 1,000 yards. But one of the only guys with less than 1,000 yards. I mean, if you just look at all his stats, weakest overall on most of these. But I think he was. I just. He's number 10.
He had 8 touchdowns, which helped a lot
Yeah,
for his
I mean,
stats.
that's really what carried him a lot of the way.
Yeah,
That's what really. That was kind of the tiebreaker that put him over some of the other guys we were talking about.
yeah.
So yeah, Lamar Miller, number 10.
Number 9, Darren McFadden. Now, I know the Cowboys fucking sucked this year. And I know Dallas fans are still maybe weeping a little bit at that. Or probably at this point, they're just looking forward to next year. And their really good draft picks they're
Or
going to
they're
get.
mad we put the number 4 leading rusher at number 9.
Well, there is that, yeah. He had a lot of yards. A lot of yards. Um, he had a lot of yards, but a lot of attempts, too.
Yeah,
And average 4.6 yards a carry, which actually is pretty good. 3 touchdowns.
that's what kept him from being higher. This guy gets a few more touchdowns and he moves up our list.
I mean,
But
maybe
he's gonna
that
be an impact,
overall
bro.
said a lot because obviously you're not throwing, very well without Tony Romo. You didn't have Des Bryant for half of the season, so you don't have anybody to throw it to. But if you're gonna rush for that many yards, you know, I would expect a little more touchdowns. I mean, maybe they
Right,
just really were terrible in the red zone or something. I have no idea, but
right.
obviously they
That's
were
what we
using him
said.
to a lot in his potential. They just could not score.
I'm surprised that he was able to run that much and stay healthy, considering the luck he's had the last few years.
That too. Yeah.
So, if you told me before the season started that, he was going to end up on the Cowboys and he was going to be a top 10 rusher, I would be like, wow. But a lot of this, honestly, the Cowboys have a really damn good offensive line. I'm not trying
Right.
to take anything away from them, but they might have the best offensive line in the NFL.
Yeah.
So,
They did it
they
with
had to make
DeMarco Murray, and it didn't crumble by any
All right.
means
How
last
about
year.
that? He's not even on this list, so he was the leader.
Yeah, if that says anything about their O line,
Yeah.
DeMarco Murray's not even on this. He's not even close. He had 700 yards rushing this past year. That's pretty damn bad.
I didn't think it was that many. Number 8, Jonathan Stewart. I know what you're thinking. He doesn't even have the most touchdowns rushing on his team. But he was like 11 yards short of a 1,000 yard season. He had a really great season. I mean, 6 touchdowns isn't shabby
No,
at all, by any means. And he's going to the Super Bowl.
he's on a Super Bowl winning team. It probably helps him a lot.
Winning? They haven't won it yet. Almost
Oh, I meant a winning team that went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but he had a pretty good. I'm curious to see how but yeah, how it's gonna be in the future. Just to see what he's gonna do going forward.
Yeah.
But yeah, number 8 right there, dropping speed.
Number 7, Latavius Murray, or Latvius Murray, if you
Yeah,
want to be all sensual about it. Guy had over 1,000 yards rushing. Pretty good.
yeah,
266 attempts though. Uh, Surprisingly, with Amari Cooper and Derek Carr, they must have handed it off to him a lot.
right.
4 yards average a carry, which is the most average stat you can have an average carry for a running back.
Yeah, yeah.
6 touchdowns. So it had the same as Jonathan Stewart. Just a few more yards. Like that's really all it really was. Is he had pretty much the same thing.
Quite a few more carries though.
Yeah, quite a
20
few
something
more.
carries.
The only
Uh,
the biggest thing that I'll say about him too, he's got kind of a fumbling problem, but he's
yeah,
young.
that's what I was thinking. And it
He's
almost kept him. If he didn't get that 1,000 yard mark, I don't know. All them fumbles were kind of like making me hesitant. But no, I want to see what he can do in the future. I was pretty hesitant on this guy early throughout the season, and
Me
as it
too.
went on, I was like, all right, I'm liking what I see. He just needs to work.
Yeah.
So that, he's another piece of that Raiders offense that'll be interesting to watch.
Yeah. I mean, they got such a young team, but holy shit, is there talent because there's good potential in this guy. I mean, if I was a Raiders fan, whether it's in Oakland or Los Angeles or Las Vegas or San Antonio Raiders, I would be pretty excited to see where he's going because he does have a lot of potential, and he's obviously got talent, just besides this fumbling problem. But hey, Jamal Charles has a fumbling problem, and no one wants to talk about that because it's Jamal Charles. So give it a few more years, and maybe it will be the same thing for him. That maybe he'll always have a fumbling problem, but if he can put up good yards and put up good stats, no one talks about it.
Number 6. If you told me before the season, out of all these guys on this list, this dude, D'Angelo Williams, 900 yards, 11 touchdowns, 11 fucking touchdowns, and only 200 attempts.
And he wasn't the starter for how many games?
Like a few. I don't remember. It's been a long season, bro.
Yeah, I know. I don't remember either. I'm just saying they have Le'Veon Bell, who is
Right.
crazy good. I mean, I'm not taking away about Le'Veon Bell, but he was hurt. He was suspended the first 2 games, et cetera, et cetera. So
D'Angelo Williams is like 65 years old.
yeah, everybody kind of wanted to forget about this guy, and
Yeah.
he came to the Steelers and showed everybody up.
Yeah. Anyways,
Number 5,
number 5.
Devontae Freeman.
Yeah.
You know what? We put this guy at number 1 at the midway marker, which was
He
easy to
deserved it,
do.
man.
He
Yeah.
deserved it then. You know how many touchdowns he had at the midway at week 8? He had 10. You know how many touchdowns he finished the season with? 11. So in 8 weeks, this guy went from number 1 to number 5. And in 8 weeks, this guy went from top stud running back to probably biggest dud running back.
A
I'm,
lot of that was on the Falcons, I think, more than him. That
maybe.
team just fell apart.
Well, I think
No.
it became easy for defenses because it just
Yeah.
basically came down to you stop Devontae Freeman, you stop the whole damn team.
Yeah.
And
Well, I mean, I don't know because Julio Jones is still going off. It's just,
yeah, that's true. Yeah, I guess
yeah.
that's a good point.
I don't know what it was, man. They just started losing.
Yeah,
I mean, they did shut him down pretty well in the second half. So, because really Julio Jones kind of picked up production as it went along.
right.
So, that said, he made it this high on the list mostly off of how good his first half of the season.
Right. And then he just kind of, I don't know, coasted the rest of the way
He
to,
got yards still, but he just didn't get the end zone.
yeah. And he got significantly less, yeah. Because I'd have to go back and look, but I think he was like at like 700 something yards at week 8 or something.
I was gonna cost him my fantasy.
Yeah. And what?
I said I thought he was gonna cost me my fantasy season for the long end.
Oh,
Number 4. I guy that I'm not really too psyched that we don't have on the Saints anymore, Chris Ivory.
One of my favorite running backs to watch this year.
He's a tough guy.
Yeah,
1,000 yards, 1,070 yards, 7 TDs. That's pretty respectable.
yeah.
247 attempts. So that's a lot of yards on only that many attempts. A lot of touchdowns. Not as impressive as a couple guys in front of him, but it's pretty damn impressive.
Got him number 4. If anything else, pressing out to get top 4 list.
Yeah, sure.
Number 3. This is a guy that I feel, at least me personally, I didn't. He kind of was under the radar for me just because I didn't really hear his name a whole lot. Doug Martin. He had 1,400 yards, 288 attempts. So holy shit, like they're handing off the ball to him left and right. He had the most average yards per carry, which is 4.9. So let's just round it up to 5. He had 5 yards per carry. That's the highest out of any running back on the top 10 list.
Right.
6 touchdowns, which like not bad, not great, but not not too shabby, and everything. But holy shit, this guy had a lot of I think ended the season number 2 for most rushing yards.
Yeah, that's right.
And yeah, I mean, when we're making the list,
And
you actually
a
said
lot
it
less
best.
attempts. That's pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. You actually hit it right on the head. Is that Doug Martin kind of Buccaneers tried to rely on him a lot, before, and they never had a passing game, so he couldn't do anything. Now that they actually have a passing game again with Jameis Winston, Doug Martin's numbers are starting to go up.
Yeah,
And
he's not carrying the whole team, so they actually have to, they have to watch out for the passing game this year for the first time in at least 3 years. The last 2 seasons they were just bad.
yeah,
They won more games this year than the team won the other 2 put together.
right.
So I want to point out one thing that's like a little personal tidbit before I say the next guy.
Okay.
Notice that every NFC South team except Saints has a running back on this list.
I did not notice that.
So, just saying, maybe, of course, Ingram got hurt. You might have noticed it. I think he had 700 something yards and he got hurt. So he might have gotten on this list. But
Right.
kind of. Number 2, Rookie of the Year, Todd Gurley. 1,100 yards. Missed like 4 games. Only had 229 attempts. 10 touchdowns. If he
10.
played the whole season, he probably would have won this. I'm just being honest.
Yeah, you know what? If he would have played the whole season, I wouldn't be surprised if he was number 1. He had 10 touchdowns and he didn't play a full season. That's insane.
His team is bad.
Yeah, that too. He's
Bad.
actually out of this entire list, I think the only worse team than his are the Dolphins with Lamar Miller, and that's about it. Oh, actually, no. Darren McFadden. He's on the Cowboys. They were bad last year.
Alright. Wonder who number 1 is.
Yeah. Ooh, big mystery. Big mystery. It's Adrian Peterson. Just spoiler alert. It's Adrian Peterson again. Since like
Rushing title again.
guy had the most rushing yards.
Over 30 and like close to 15 years.
He's either 30 or he just turned 31. I can't remember.
I'm saying first got to do it over like 30 and up.
Oh.
Like, something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, and he had a lot of attempts. He had over 300. He's only got close to 300. But it's like in a way, okay, yeah, you're gonna get a lot of yards at the end of the ball. Like, but I'm impressed that he's as old as he is and he stayed healthy. Because he got hit. He has 327 attempts. That means he got hit almost 327 times.
Yeah.
He got 11 touchdowns. He probably took a hit on a few of those runs. So he got hit over 300 times this season. That's stayed healthy and got the he's over 30. I'm curious to see how long he can keep this up.
Right.
I mean,
I am too.
Max, you never know. You never know because noticeably absent from this list is Marshawn Lynch. He's been on this list, in the top five now for the last few years now. So you never know a running back. So just you know, you got one more. I kind of want to see if he can do it again.
I kind of do too. At this point, I think everybody's so used to Adrian Peterson being usually like if not number one, at least a top five all the time. So at this point, people are just like, I just want to see how long he goes.
In a
Like
way, that suspension over everyone knows I got suspended. I'm not getting into that. But he took a whole year off and like rested basically.
right,
So that might have actually lengthened his career a little bit because he didn't take continuous damage.
yeah. I know that was the big speculation is that well, is this the end of his career or is this gonna be a is it basically is this gonna help or hurt him? And
Yeah,
it
I
looked
think
like
a lot
it
of it
probably
is gonna hurt him because this is a guy that came back from an ACL tear and
yeah
like almost set the league record. He's like second all time, right behind Dickerson now. So I mean, I just really felt like with the rest, he'd have a good season and he did. He's our number one. He's the rushing leader again. Boom, Adrian Peterson all day, AP all day,
yeah.
all day.
It you know what? It really wouldn't surprise me. There's some damn good people on this list. Especially the top five, except for maybe Devontae Freeman. But well, maybe he'll come out and be explosive again next year. I don't know, but
And if
I
McCoy's still around, this list could look completely different. More so than any other list on this, running back is the one that probably changes the most year to year.
yeah I guess so.
Because it's just
Because you never know if Todd
well,
Gurley's gonna have the same season next year. I mean, he could be rookie of the year, but he could be a flop next year.
and because of the injury, like running backs usually get like well, Le'Veon Bell's not on this list because of an injury or
Yeah,
something. You just never know.
yeah,
Johnson was looking like he was gonna make this list until he got injured.
yeah. He
And you got
probably would be my honorable mention. It's Chris
yeah,
Johnson.
yeah, yeah.
Matt
I mean,
Forte too could have been on this list
yeah,
if he
he's
didn't get
almost.
injured.
All right.
So yeah, there's everything. You can leave us a comment if you agree, disagree, if anything going on this list. If you want to give us your own personal top 10 list and everything, just drop us a line. Be sure to watch our other top 10 lists that we have for all the other positions in the NFL for the 2015 season, and then make sure to also watch our Super Bowl predictions because the Super Bowl is coming up fast, and I'm excited for it to come this year. I said
Yep.
come way too much in that.
Said what?